And welcome to Sussex Central High School, ladies and gentlemen. Benny Mitchell here with Mark Williams as we're down south, and we have an inter-division matchup between the Milford Buccaneers, ranked number 1 in Division 2, against the number 3 ranked in Division 1 Sussex Central Golden Knights. Mark, welcome to the broadcast. And what do you see going on here tonight in this big matchup?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Benny. I always enjoy joining the broadcast booth with you. I see a lot of interesting things. We've got some kids out of the lineup, which definitely causes some more interest to be had. I think it's going to end up being a lot closer than people are coming and thinking it's going to be.
Yes, sir. Starting lineups for tonight, we're going to start at 120 pounds. That's going to put 120 pounds Trent Grant from Milford up against number 4 ranked Mason Akram of Sussex Central. At 126 pounds, Tim O'Hara versus Tyler Hudson of Sussex Central. At 132, Avery Copes, the freshman, up against number 3 ranked Javon Saffold. 138, Dom Freightner versus Cole Jester. 145, either Jordan Passwaters or Wellington Rosario versus number 6 Brandon Greenlee. At 152, Dalton Deavy versus number 4 Devin Pearsall. At 160 is where we're missing somebody. Gage Copes, ranked number 3, not in the lineup. Robert Marsh takes his place. He goes up against Jaden Savage. At 170, Rafael Mejia of Milford up against Terrell Sturgis of Sussex Central. 182, either number 5 ranked Provenska Augustin or Joshua Irvings against Luis Velasquez. At 195 for the Bucks, number 4 ranked Eric Bennett versus number 1 ranked Mike Wright. At 220 pounds, number 2 ranked Anthony Diaz versus Hiram Lasher. At 285, Jacob Bryant is out of the lineup. He's in the bleachers. He was injured last week at War on the Shore. And Sussex Central Tyler Carr. At 106, number 2 ranked Corey Messick from Milford against the freshman Gunnar Abbott from Sussex Central in the last match of the night. Number 3 ranked Jack Toady of Milford against Danny Ramirez. What stands out to you in that matchup there, Mark? I don't think we're going to see a Bennett versus Wright match tonight.
I don't think we are either. You got 2 ranked kids out of the lineup for Milford, which is going to change a lot of things. With Brian out, you got 2 kids weighing in at 82. I think anybody who knows wrestling this long knows that somebody's going up. Yeah,
I'm sure we're going to see Diaz moving up to 285 tonight. And it looks like Milford weighing in 16. I only saw 14 for the Golden Knights.
Yep.
Correct? 14 guys, so
14.
no bump removed there, so they're going to come straight at them with their lineup. The Golden Knights ranked number 3 in Division 1. That's all going to change next week, Mark, with the Smyrna knocking off Cesar Rodney last Wednesday night, 33-30. That's probably going to propel the Eagles to number 1, and then everybody else is going to bump down.
I'm glad it's not my job and it's yours. You're not going to please very many people no matter what you do next week.
No.
I see what you're saying. Smyrna knocked off Cesar Rodney. They lost a match or 2, but they've had some kids out. They're finally at full strength. It's going to be interesting when it comes time to dual states in a couple weeks.
While we're waiting on the Knights to return to the mat, let's talk about some of our sponsors. Barclays Heating and Air, a longtime sponsor here at 302 Sports. Matter of fact, one of the original sponsors of Downstate Broadcast. And as always, Sodell Concepts, 10 restaurants, a food truck, and a caterings business all along the culinary coast down here in Sussex County. 2 of our longtime sponsors as they get us through the winter season as well. And you're watching 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell with Mark Williams, and we're just waiting for the Knights to return to the mat. Something they do here often. They leave and come back.
Things are a little slower in Georgetown.
That's
but
right.
Here come the boys now.
And here come the Golden Knights back to the mat for the introductions. And, folks, we're going to cut to the public address announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening. Welcome to Sussex Central High School, where tonight the Buccaneers of Milford High School will be taking on the Golden Knights. This athletic contest is governed by regulations and policies set forth by the National Federation of High Schools, the Delaware Interscholastic Athletic Association, and the Head Logan Athletic Conference. We ask that all participants and spectators conduct themselves in a sportsmanlike manner. Please keep all cheering positive. Any comments, signs, or actions seen as disrespectful to the players, coaches, officials, or other fans may result in their removal. Please enjoy the match. And now for the starting lineups. At 120, Trent Grant and Mason Akram. 152, Dalton Deavy and Devin Pearsall. 160, Robert Marsh and Jaden Savage. At 170, Rafael Mejia and Carol Sturgis. At 182, Levensky Augustine or Josiah Irvin and Luis Perez. 195, Eric Bennett against Michael Wright. At 220, Anthony Diaz or Ivante Bennett against Tyler Lasher. One of those will also be facing Tyler Carr at 285. At 106, Corey Messick and Gunnar Abbott. And at 113, Jack Thode and Danny Ramirez. We would like to take a moment to have a moment of silence in remembrance of Milford wrestler Alex Cressy. Now please stand for the playing of the national anthem.
So a couple matches we might see here. Let's start off with the first one. This is a key match, a match Sussex Central should win. But Mark, do you agree? Maybe you have to get bonus here to start the night off.
I think that this match is going to set the tone for both teams.
Right.
If Grant come out, keep it a decision. That starts the fuel for Milford, and we saw that last week against Indian River. Don't let those guys get rolling in a positive mindset.
That's right. You're right.
You're Mason Akram. You're the defending state champ at 106. You got to be coming out here thinking bonus.
I agree. So we're going to start off right at 120 with Grant and Mason Akram. I think, maybe the couple matches here intrigue me tonight. 126 is one of them. Tim Mejia, the freshman, against Tyler Hudson. Two guys that aren't ranked, but this is a big match, a toss-up that could decide the outcome of the dual meet. And with two guys winning at 45, do we see Dalton Deavy moving up to take on Jaden Savage? That will be another key match against two unranked guys that could determine the outcome of this dual meet.
You see that all the time. The kids who aren't ranked are the ones
That's
who
right.
decided.
The ones that can win you a championship. You're right. So Grant already on the mat for the Milford Buccaneers. Milford, folks, if you're not from the area, Milford Buccaneers will be in the maroon singlets with the white and gold trim, and the Golden Knights in the blue singlets with the yellow and gold trim. So here comes Akram to the mat. Defending state champ at 106 last year. Early in the season, some struggles here at 120, but he seems to have gotten it under control and has gotten back some of them early season losses.
Yeah, he's definitely come back to not fully of last year's form, but he's definitely looked good in the last few weeks.
Grant going 2-on-1, throws it to the mat, and they go out of bounds. No takedown. Grant's not worried about any rankings or any former titles there. He went right after him.
You can't be if you're Grant at this point. You got to go out there expecting to win this match for your team.
Grant right back to the 2-on-1. Akram pushing away at the head. And Grant looks like he might be looking inside trip here. He's trying to angle to that near side leg. He snapped it down the last time, pulled it to the mat. And that time he tries to throw it away. And no shot there as Akram circles out. Minute 20 to go, no score here on the first match of the night, 120 pounds. Sussex Central and the Milford Buccaneers.
Grant's been very aggressive here in the first minute.
Milford, they return to Division I next season.
Boy, is that going to make things
interesting. A whole lot more interesting. Can you imagine throwing them in the heat this year with, we already talked off the air about how Division I's going to have 4 really good teams that could, any of the 4 could win the state duels. Can you imagine throwing Milford in the middle of that?
I wouldn't want to be the seating committee.
No. They're going to have a tough time. We still got a week of wrestling to go.
And still some big matchups to come.
Yes. Next week, next Wednesday, folks, you can join us on 302 Sports as we'll have Sussex Central traveling to Smyrna, big Division I and a Henlopen Conference match. 30 seconds to go here in the first period. No score between Akram and Grant. Shot by Akram, gets to the right leg, brings it up mid-level, steps over, and Grant with the whizzer. And pulls the whizzer forward. He might score out of this. Goes to front head. Akram able to get his feet back out. 10 seconds to go on the edge. Kick over Mixer. And Akram's going to get the takedown. And some backs. And he's going to get 3 back. So a 5-0 lead for Akram. Maybe an ill-advised move there by Grant. Kind of went a little early on that kickover.
Ill-advised move for sure, but if you're Grant in that position, you get excited.
Go for it.
You got to go for it. He's got to let it go, though. Being a sophomore, he's not been in the state championship spotlight that Akram has. He's got to shake that off and come back in the second period.
Akron leads 5-0, takes the bottom position here to start the second. Granby roll by Akram. And Grant drops down low on that leg, near leg.
Got an ankle wizard from Akram.
Akram scooting the hips out. And we get a stalemate. Minute 34 to go on the restart. 5-0 lead for Mason Akram of Sussex Central.
That was a really good stalemate call.
I thought so, yeah. Not a whole lot was going on there.
A lot of high school people would have said that was early.
Right. Akram to his feet again. And Granby roll off the return, and he's going to get the escape and go up 6-0. Minute 30 to go in the second period. Shrug attempt by Akram. Minute 5 to go here in the second period. Akram with a 6-0 lead, just 2 points away from building that major that we think he might need for the Golden Knights. And we're out of bounds, 52 seconds to go.
A little bit of extracurricular activity. You got to enjoy it.
It was Coach Bill Baxter. Realizes he got in the camera shot and says hello to everybody and repositions himself.
You never know what you're going to get out of Coach
That's
Baxter.
right. 40 seconds to go here in the second period. 6-0 lead for Mason Akram. Grant, he's still coming. He's not looking at that shave point position yet.
His back's to the center of the mat.
Right. 28 seconds on the restart.
And Akram gets hit with a stall warning.
Wow. One of your, you have a referee tonight, experienced referee tonight that he will hit you with stalling. He wants action, and there's going to be a takedown.
Yes.
And the major's built for Akram with 15 seconds to go, second period.
And even though Akram's shooting, kind of lean his way because Grant's controlled the pace thus far.
And time runs out in the second period, so it'll be Grant's choice. He trails 8-0 with 2 minutes to go, and they're going to go bottom position. Granby roll by Grant. And I think Akram, I thought he had a low leg Turk there.
He anticipated that one a little bit.
Right. Akram currently ranked number 4 in the state, top 2 guys, and that's going to be, if they make the finals, it's going to be a great one.
Oh,
Ethan Gray and Will Rain.
Yeah.
2 battles already this year, 2 high-scoring battles.
Those guys like to put some points on
Yes,
the
they
board.
do. Minute 30 to go. There's another roll by Grant. And Akram able to put him in a crab rod, and now goes power half on the left side, looking to push it away. A pin would be huge for the Golden Knights here. And that's what you hear the coaches. They want them to pick it up. They want more points on the board. They want that pin or that tech fall. Every point's going to be tight tonight.
Yeah, you can't leave points out here tonight. If you're going to get some bonus, you got to get them quick.
Approaching 50 seconds to go. Akram with a 2-on-1, looking to tilt on that left side. Now he goes double boots in. Akram comes to a quad stance. 40 seconds to go here. Akram going power half top side. And he's going to be able to cross face over for some more backs. And referee holding 2. And awards them 10-0 lead for Mason Akram.
You got 20 seconds remaining. I think a tech fall is a little out of reach at this point. Akram's looked very good on top.
Yeah, he had a good match. Something he wasn't able to do in the Central or in the CR match where just wasn't able to turn on top. Tonight he does it. Tonight he puts it together, gets the 10-0 major decision, and the Golden Knights are going to go up 4-0 to start the duel. So we move to 126 pounds. I think this is going to be a great one here. Tim O'Hara and Tyler Hudson.
I think this might be the one that decides the entire match.
Could be. You're right.
Tonight.
So 4-0 lead for the Golden Knights. We move to 126.
O'Hara's a freshman, 16-8 on the season. Hudson's a sophomore for Central, 13-16 on the year. 2 young guys again on the mat.
We saw O'Hara last week, and he gave Tajon Knight everything he wanted.
Yeah, and I don't think he wanted no more than what he got.
So here we go, underway. O'Hara, a freshman, one of the 5 freshmen for the Milford Buccaneers. And here's a team, number 1 ranked in Division II. They've already beaten Cesar Rodney, and they're doing it with 5 freshmen in the lineup.
It's impressive what they're doing.
Hudson in on a shot on the left leg. And O'Hara, he's going to score off it. Score with your defense. Two-0 lead for O'Hara. Big mat return.
O'Hara doing a nice job of pinching the hip there, not letting him get nowhere right behind the arms.
Now he goes cross arm above the elbow, looking cradle maybe. Except I think he might be under the far side arm, I thought. Switch attempt by Hudson, and hips out of bounds. Minute 4 on the restart. Tim O'Hara with a 2-0 lead in what we think might be one of the key matchups of the night. Under a minute to go here, first period action. 126, second bout of the night. The Golden Knights lead 4-0 in the duel. Folks, you're watching 302 Sports wrestling action here in the Henlopen Conference. Cradle here by O'Hara, brings it back. Gonna get the swipe, looking for the fall with 35 seconds to go. And O'Hara's going to pick up 3 backs. He goes up 5-0.
We've seen him try to hit it a couple times earlier on in that period.
Right.
He finally locks it up.
Hudson sat still just long enough, and he was able to step over and clamp it.
Both of these wrestlers are so long that cradle kind of comes natural to those kind of guys.
As the clock winds down here in the first period, Tim O'Hara will go to the second period with a 4-0 lead. Correction, 5-0 lead. And Hudson's going to defer, and O'Hara's going to go neutral here in the second period.
You think he's got confidence to take him down
What
again,
do you
or
think?
just doesn't want to be underneath?
I think he's very confident on his feet. Here's a shrug attempt.
Wow.
Throws by the 2-on-1. We've seen a couple Milford guys do that tonight. Both of them have tried that throw by to a double.
It's a nice move when it works.
Right.
They're doing it correctly. It's just not worked for them thus far.
Buccaneers, they finished second at the War on the Shore last weekend down at Stephen Decatur, losing to Mount St. Joe's, a nationally ranked program. I believe they were second at the Beast.
Yeah.
Shot attempt by Hudson, stuffed by O'Hara. And O'Hara quick like a cat, so you got to be careful with him in his front head position. And he's looking to spin behind again. Minute to go here in the second period. O'Hara with a tight front headlock. Look for a throw by here.
Hudson's back on that
And he's
leg.
backing on that leg. And he gets to the ankle whizzer there. O'Hara gets the foot back to the mat.
Go split for O'Hara.
Yeah. .25 seconds to go. Hudson looking to score here. He's deep on that right leg. O'Hara back to the split, keeping leg number 2 away. And they're going to go out of bounds. And then the Central fans wanted 2 when he was around the hip. Only one problem. O'Hara's butt was off the mat.
Yeah.
All his weight was on his heel.
Incredible wrestling and balance from both wrestlers there. O'Hara in the split, Hudson teetering the line.
15 seconds to go here on the restart. 5-0 lead for O'Hara. Shot attempt by Hudson. And time's going to run out on the second period. So we're 5-0 going into the third. Hudson's choice, and it looks like they want to go neutral.
Yeah, you saw how he got rode there in the first period. I don't think you want to go back in that situation.
So they will go neutral. Hudson shows a little fake. Now O'Hara in on a low ankle, on a single on the right side, left side. Brings it up mid-level, front trip.
Hudson's got a loose whizzer in there, trying to fight it.
And O'Hara looking to limp arm out here. Oh, he's got a cradle. That's two. And he's going to look to turn this thing in and get a fall maybe with minute 22 to go.
And he's out.
And they go out of bounds. Minute 20 on the restart. 7-0 lead for Tim O'Hara. And Coach Shane Miller wants to talk about that takedown.
Interesting. I felt like it was a takedown.
That was a pretty good cradle.
Yeah.
2 feet in. Or that he could be discussing something else.
Yeah. He's happy with the answer. No argument from Coach Miller there.
Here we go. Minute 20 on the restart. And O'Hara remain on top, so maybe one turn here to get that major back.
And if I'm Milford, I'm thinking about cutting here.
Right. Switch attempt by Hudson. They come to the mat, rear standing position. O'Hara cut back. And we saw him do this to Tajon Knight and almost get some a tilt out of it.
Yeah. He's cutbacks work really well for him.
Minute to go. Big crossface up high on the arm. He's looking crossface cradle here. Maybe a little too far out front.
Yeah, too far out.
Comes back. Bulldogs the ankle. Again, taking the head to the And Hudson's going to come out. He's got his own cradle now. And now O'Hara's going to get backs. He's going to get the major mark.
He might just get the fall. No, Hudson's coming out.
Hudson, great job fighting off his back. 10-0 lead for O'Hara with 15 seconds to go. And we go out of bounds. 13 seconds on the restart. Hudson came out, got his own cradle. Maybe went a little too much. We're trying to get a little too much out of it. O'Hara able to lean in and get the backs himself.
Just a little too much with the clock winding down there for Hudson. You got to try and hit that move when he does.
So under 10 to go. So not only does O'Hara win the toss-up, he wins it with a major mark.
Yeah, that definitely changes the point scheme just a tad bit.
4-4, 2 matches into the night. And we're going to move to 132, a match where the Golden Knights should be favored. With the middle of the Copes family.
Yeah,
Avery.
Freshman Avery Copes, 8-12 on the year. He's a middle child.
He is the middle child.
And then for Southern Central, you got number 3, Javon Saffold, a junior of 19-12. Both of these kids, former Hammers.
They are, that's correct. And they've met in the wrestling room before. So 4-4. And we're at 132 pounds. Big duck under by Saffold. He gets the takedown. Saffold on a mission in the last couple 3 weeks.
So aggressive, so fast.
Took third at the War on the Shore and won the Kevin Gilligan Dominance Award with the most pins, 5 pins. He's got a reinforced bar looking to tilt. One thing about Javon Saffold is he's got to learn to take his time. He's going to give you 6 hard minutes.
He's full speed, but sometimes I want him to calm down so he can get me all 6 minutes.
That's right.
In case I got to go that 7th.
Here he goes digging for that tilt. And he's got to watch out his own back. He might be pinned.
He might be. And if the Milford Bucks didn't start sanding over there, I don't think the official was going to keep an eye on it.
John put himself flat on his back. But he gets the 2 back points as he rolls through, and he's now up, running a straight bar. And we're going to get a potentially dangerous. 55 seconds here in the first period at 132. We're all knotted up in the dual meet, 4-4. And we're going to get a caution on top.
It's that energy kicking into it.
Yes, it is. He was out Wednesday night, apparently sick, homesick, could not compete. But he looks this is a full strength tonight.
Yeah, and that's important because even when you're sick, it doesn't mean you're down for that night only.
Right, it could last throughout the week, yeah. Trying to go big cookie and run the bar, stretches him out. Copes looks to elevate him off, 25 seconds to go.
Seems like Copes is seeing that big cookie coming a time or two.
Yeah. And Copes will get a reversal and go out of bounds. One thing about Avery Copes, and we've seen that this season, to pin him, you almost have to kill him.
Yeah.
He'll let you rip that arm, rip that head. He does not want to give up the pin.
He's very aware. He knows what's coming before it comes typically, which is nice to see.
And a reversal by Saffold goes up 6-2. And Saffold in a bad position again. And now he gets one swipe out of it.
And I think that was near fault, but he was looking for the defensive
Looking for the defensive pin. I don't think you can't get back points stacked on top of him, can you?
That is correct.
That's right. I know some of these rules.
Yeah. See, that's why I like keeping you around, buddy.
That's
keep
right.
Me in check.
I know some of them. So here we go. Copes will go bottom position here with the 6-2 lead, or trailing 6-2. And Saffold might want to be a little more careful on these tilts and high half ride because he's put himself in nearly a defensive pin twice now. And now you know the referee's going to start looking for it.
Yeah, after the first time he's looking, you don't want that to happen again.
Copes comes to his feet. Saffold trying to cut back. He's got an arm bar. Devon Saffold, he's gone from 6th ranked to 3rd ranked in the state over the past 3 weeks, picking up a couple big wins along the way. One of them over Wisniewski, who beat him in the duel that we saw here earlier in the month.
Yeah, he loses a close one that night and goes out and
majors him, yeah.
Then he also majored or tech-falled Foscu as well.
That's correct. And then Wisniewski, he goes and beats Amir Pierce, who was number 3 at the time. So 32, a lot of parity in that weight class. Minute 14 on the restart. And Saffold on top with a 6-2 lead. Granby roll by. Oh, my Granby Peterson here. And he does. He's going to come out with the Peterson and get the reversal.
And Saffold did a nice job of fighting off that Peterson.
And we're going to get a potentially dangerous. So we got 2 reversal, 2 back, and that's it.
And that's the right call there.
So we got a tie score here. I guess Coach must have got his arm trapped behind his back when Saffold came back on top.
Yeah, because it looked like it wasn't moving off pretty easily like you would want it to. So it's 10-4 now. Saffold leaves. 1:03 left in the second period.
And we're only in the second period of this match.
It's been exciting to say the least for the first half.
Talked to some of the Golden Knights staff when I came in here, and they felt like this is a match they can win tonight.
Yeah, you got to. Saffold's one of the older gentlemen on this team. He's got to pave the way for these younger guys wrestling on this Golden Knight squad.
He's in a Merkle here. Yeah, he's got to be careful. He doesn't want Copes to slip that left arm out. He's able to readjust.
Saffold trying to hit a lot of moves here.
He's taking a lot of chances.
I'd like to see him get to one move, stick to it, and run it.
Exactly, like that near side tilt that he got in the first period. And he's got himself in a position again. 24 seconds.
And Copes may be young, but he's a smart wrestler, and Saffold should know that by
Copes has he's put on a good leg fight there, trying to get that leg free. Can't see it from our camera angle.
But I can see a lot of legs flying over there.
And we're going to get a stalemate. 7 seconds to go. In the second period. I believe Saffold's contact may have fallen out. Now, this happened on last Saturday, and he wanted to put it back in and got put on the injury clock.
Yeah, he learned awful quick. Let's just leave it out.
7 seconds on the restart here in the second period.
I just wrestled with mine out, so that way I had to be close enough to see you.
Hey, blind people wrestle, right? Saffold double boots, and time's going to run out, and we move to the third period, where it'll be Saffold's choice. And he's going to take bottom. Got to be wary of Copes' cradle here.
Coach Parsley asked if he wants to go on his feet.
Yeah, he's going to put him on his feet. 11-4.
Interesting choice, but I don't mind it the way Saffold rode and got reversals twice in this match.
So he gives him the free release. Makes it 11-4. And we go out of bounds with 1:48. $11-4. Saffold 1 point away from building a major. I believe he majored him down at Battle at the Beach at Indian River. Now he's looking headlock.
And hits it.
He is going to get it. Gets the takedown. Getting the swipe, looking for the fall. Long time to be in this position, and got to watch the lock near the elbow. Got to make sure you keep it above the elbow.
That you do.
Saffold's going to have to readjust here. Maybe go back to his laces and readjust, and then come back to the sit.
Oh, Copes readjusting.
And he gets the fall. Big pin for the Golden Knights. They go up 10-4.
That readjustment by Copes changed everything.
It did. 10-4 for the Golden Knights as we move to 138. And here's another big matchup between two unranked guys.
From Milford, we've got Dom Freitner, a junior at 7-6. And for Sussex Central, Cole Jester, a sophomore, 18-15 on the season. Like you said, Benny, another toss-up in this match that is going to swing the pendulum one way or the other.
Could decide it, yeah. So we're at 138, 10-4 dual meet lead. Inside trip with a front headlock.
Jester will just ground Freitner.
Yes, he does.
Oh, man.
Freitner going big early.
You're Sussex Central, you got to win this one knowing you've lost one toss-up in the night.
On our feet at 138, 0-0 between Jester and Freitner. He goes side headlock. And tripped by Jester, and we go out of bounds.
And Jester, another one, going up a couple weight classes. Finally looks like he's starting to fill out in the weight class.
He started last year at 106, finished the season at 13, and started this year at 32. I guess then with Saffold going down to 32.
And being a high school kid instead of weighing in at the same spot, why not just go up?
Yeah, just move up. Under a minute to go. In on the right leg. Left leg is Jester. They go out of bounds. 52 seconds when we come back. Jester moving pretty good tonight.
Yeah.
Because it looks like Freitner wants to get in a street fight here. He's locked him up 3 different ways looking to throw.
It's interesting watching two 138-pounders keep going up her body here.
Right. Throw by shot by Jester. Able to get the head out. And Freitner looks to funk, and we're going to go out of bounds. No score.
It's the right call there. They're out of bounds.
So after the initial throw by Freitner, it's been all Jester attacking the legs.
Freitner's wanting to keep it up her body. You can tell, maybe not from the camera, but from here, Freitner is a little bigger than Jester is.
And we go out of bounds. Period ends. Now we go to the second period at 138 pounds. And Freitner's going to go bottom. 0-0 score, and the Golden Knights defer. So I guess they think there's going to be more points. This thing's not going to the rideout.
I don't think it is.
Right. Freitner rises to his feet. Stay down on the double as Jester. Now he's looking to funk. And now has the hips up. And he's got Jester in a bad position. Jester able to hang on to the ankle.
Jester doing a nice job wrestling through that situation. Freitner reaching back here.
Looking for one of those reverse cradles. He's got the near side leg. And out of all that, nothing happens. No score.
A lot of wrestling with nothing happening.
Freitner up again. Jester drops down to a double. And we go out of bounds with 1:19.
Freitner reached back again there for another crossface. He's got to be careful doing that. Jester may be a sophomore, but he's been wrestling for plenty of years.
Switch by Freitner. And looking to scoot. Ty Freitner comes out, gets to the leg. Now he's looking to improve his position. Whizzer by Jester.
He's got that crossface with the far arm as well, Jester does.
Yeah, he's looking for some backs here.
40 seconds to go.
Jester might just ride him out. Now he's got the cross wrist here. And gonna get a stall on top.
Coach Miller telling him to keep going with the tight weights. It's working thus far. No need to change things
That's right.
now. You can ride with a minute and a half with Eric Buxton being your official.
You're right, right. Another switch attempt by Freitner, not able to get it, not able to finish. Now he's got his arm stuck on his back.
I got no near fall from the official yet.
He was at a 90, but now I can't see anything. And no backs. We move to the third period. So Jester will go bottom this time. It's 0-0. 2 minutes left here. Third period. Jester on bottom, needing the score. Freitner able to get the leg in on the right side. Oh, now he goes double boots and looks to work on the top half. Trying to remove those posts out front. Does, gets the hip pressure in.
Jester doing a nice job of fighting the legs out.
So we might have two guys here that know how to ride a little bit more.
Yeah, you might be right. We might be looking at some extra time.
All right.
Nothing more fun.
Switch attempt and gets the escape. 1-0 for Cole Jester and the Golden Knights.
Now the important thing here is Jester's got to keep resting. He's got the stall warning already, and no one's going to give Freitner a point. Throw by Freitner,
Yeah.
both out of bounds.
Gets him in on the leg, though. 1:04 to go. 1-0 lead, and we're still on our feet.
Low-scoring match, but a fun match.
Yeah, there's been a lot of action in this thing. And that's a bad shot by Freitner and puts himself in a really bad position here. Looks like he was going for that throw by double and just fell to his knees.
Jester's trying to pancake him here.
Yeah, he is. He needs to just go behind and get the two. Don't do anything too big. We saw that at 126.
Yes.
Sometimes don't do more than you have to. Freitner able to come out of it. 35 seconds to go. So 1-0 lead for Cole Jester of Sussex Central.
And nothing for either
A little
wrestler.
fireman's carry there. Freitner in on a shot. Door stops by Jester. 10 seconds to go in the match. And you can't stop wrestling here.
You cannot.
And that's going to end it. 1-0 win for Cole Jester. And the Knights go up 13-4.
And that's a big win for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, they got the toss-up.
We got Jordan Passwaters out there at 145.
So it's going to be Jordan Passwaters up
Senior.
against the number 6 ranked Brandon Greenlee, the junior.
Passwaters is 13-9 on the year. Number 6 Greenlee is 20-8.
And so here we go, underway at 145 pounds.
Passwaters is another guy who's grown as the years have
Yes, he
gone
has.
on.
We talked about him over the years being a roll guy for the Bucks. Big dump and takedown by Greenlee.
Straight to the cradle.
On the edge, looking to get the fall. You got to get him over. Now he goes to the backside. And able to get the head out, and they go out of bounds. Takedown for Greenlee. He goes up 2-0.
Both these kids very, very soft-spoken. Just fill their roles with the team and get it done.
We said Greenlee ranked number 6, the top guy in this weight class, Jackson Dean from Caesar Rodney. And behind him, guy that's moved his way through the rankings is now number 2, Seth Fleming out of Lake Forest.
Yes.
Stay on the grind. Let's go. Let's go.
Approaching a minute to go here in the first period. 2-0 lead for Greenlee. Oh, not a smart move by Passwaters, and they go out of bounds.
Passwaters is going to try and hit a big move, but he's going to put himself in some dangerous situations in the process.
For those of you that have left the Penn State-Purdue match on the Big Ten Network, welcome to 302 Sports as we have Sussex Central and the Milford Buccaneers here.
Glad you guys could join us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. A 13-4 dual meet lead for the Golden Knights in their home gym. They're trying to take down the top team in Division II, the Milford Bucks.
And if you've joined us live, you might want to go back and watch it because Georgetown's been action-packed since 8 o'clock when we got going.
That's it. That's a Peterson reversal. But no backs. Greenlee trying to roll his way through.
Right back in on the shot from Greenlee.
Passwaters may want to bail out of this.
10 seconds to go.
Is he going to get the reverse?
He got it.
They already got it?
Yep.
2-0, another action-packed first period as we move to the second. I talked to Coach Parsley before the match and his thoughts with guys missing in the lineup, and he said his big guys got to do the job. They got to go out and get the pins and the bonus and pick up for the guys that aren't in the lineup.
Yeah, you look at it. He's ranked up top and down low, so his up top guys got to fill that void.
Oh, they're finishing right where they want with Messick and Toady.
Yep.
I mean, you couldn't have got a better draw for the Milford Bucks tonight.
No, I think they're going to get right what they want and probably end the dual meet on with 5 ranked kids in a row.
That's right.
They're very, which is good to see.
Green goes.
No change there, Mr. Buxton.
.52 seconds to go here on our restart. 4-2 lead for Brandon Greenlee of Sussex Central. Yeah, we're going to get a bottom stall call.
Yeah, I think you're seeing there Passwaters heading the mat, looking down, even if it's not. Greenlee's hit a cradle from a couple different.
23 seconds to go here on the restart. 4-2, Brandon Greenlee. We're at 145 pounds. Start at 120, we'll end at 113. And wedged by Greenlee, and he gets it. Oh, double leg by Greenlee, in deep too. Steps over, gets the 2, and goes up 9-4.
I might think about cutting as easy as a takedown.
Yes, it is.
He's got the Turk, so you might have to ride this as long as he's got that. But the clock is your enemy at this point. And there it is.
There it is, 39 seconds to go. 9-5. Now, when you're within 5 of a Milford Buck or a Milford,
yeah, you got to
double leg. Seconds to go. Said Coach Parker.
I think he realized.
For the coming up, Devin Pearsall. 4.
13-8 on the season, ranked in the
I think. Oh, shot by Davey. He might have a near side cradle. But he's going to get the takedown. 2-0. And Pearsall throws the legs out and then tries to go behind, and they go out of bounds. 2-1. I tell you, Mark, these 5 freshmen don't step on the mat and act like freshmen.
If you pulled anybody who didn't know about you're still watching, you can catch it later if you want to catch. Benny and I calling the number 1 Milford Bucks versus number 3 Sussex.
Yeah.
Peterson again for the Bucks.
He's going to get a reversal and backs.
3
late
there for
with 30 seconds to go. 7-3 lead for Davey. Pearsall comes. Isn't a shot by Pearsall. A takedown. That was. And Central's choice, they're going to go down.
Pearsall did a nice job in his last 10 seconds digging deep to bring himself back in this match. Not that it was too far away, but you don't want to be behind 4 points.
No. And quick out of bounds.
All day, Devin, all day. Let's go.
You got to think there's Petersons and Granbys are a test to Coach Reed, who's come up to Milford here recently.
Oh, the Granby is down partially.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But
Without doubt.
the Peterson and the Funk, I mean.
Right, yeah, the Funk, absolutely.
Those are definitely products of him.
And this time, Davey able to break him down. He's looking for another cradle.
Pearsall doing a nice job wrestling with his head up. That's the important thing for a bottom man that a lot of kids forget is you got to wrestle with your head up.
That's a standing reversal. And out of bounds. So 8-7 lead.
And the Central coaches are calling for a cut.
Put him up, yeah.
I think that's the right call. There's been too many Petersons and Granby rolls in this match for their comfort levels.
He doesn't want to cut him.
Pearsall wants to ride him.
He gets hit with another Pearson. There's going to be a long discussion tomorrow at practice. Except they have a match tomorrow.
It's Louisiana.
That's right. Up there, correct?
Yes, it is. Tough matches back-to-back for the Golden Knights.
And then Smyrna on Wednesday.
They just enjoy stacking everybody at one time.
Pearsall with an 8-7 lead and a minute to go in the second period. Dalton Davey, the freshman from Milford, man, he says come out on fire. And he may have, look like he's going to get another either reverse cradle or another Peterson.
Pearsall's starting to breathe a little deep.
Yeah, he's starting to. Then he's going to put him up. He's going to give him the free release. 8-8.
Here's the thing. He's going back down in the third period. Davey is.
You're right.
That puts your wrestler needing a takedown.
Inside trip. And they go out of bounds.
Both of us got excited on that one.
He had a double underhook and went inside trip.
Shoo. Sometimes that freshman mindset of not knowing any better.
That's right. Shot by Pearsall. He's in on the left leg. And Davey got to his back, looking to spike that ankle.
Pearsall drives.
That's a takedown. 10-8. Huge takedown for him.
I keep seeing Davey getting these deep positions where you think he's getting a takedown. All of a sudden, Pearson rockets out from underneath.
All right. Looking for a 2-on-1 tilt, and he's got a couple of swipes. He's going to be huge points going into the third period.
0-3.
So 3 back points for Pearsall. So he goes up 13-8. Going into the third.
Fourth match we've got here.
And they're going to go bottom.
We're going to cut again. We're going to ride.
They're going to try to ride him. He's getting in trouble, let him go. But the way he's been hitting him with Pearson, sometimes it's a little too late.
Yeah, but
short set.
My wrestler's breathing a little heavy. I want him going top and take a minute.
Yeah.
And if you don't know that Peterson's coming by now, I'm going to question your number 4.
Right. Pearsall's hanging on right now because Deevy's got that underneath foot, and he's getting some leverage here, and he's going to get the reversal. 13-10. And Pearsall is going to see his.
Right call. The Sussex Central fans are growing uneasy over there.
Yes, they are. 52 seconds to go. We got a pretty nice crowd here tonight, Mark.
We do.
The Central side's packed.
They've been packed all year long. It's been good to see. And the Milford side over here has got quite a few people as well. Definitely the most packed I've seen it in this gym this year.
Davey puts a boot in on the left side. Now he's looking maybe good banana split. I think he's looking to work a far.
Running out of time. He's got to try something a little quicker than what he's.
I think with 18.
No, not on.
Want to get him set. Just locks up a crate, and he gets.
For your senior year, but don't ask about anything in between.
Right. And he's up against Jaden Savage. And we're underway at 160.
Another interesting matchup here, Benny, of 2 unranked kids
right.
that can change the tide of this match.
Sussex Central leads 19-4. So now more heavily, Coach Parsley has to rely on those big upper weights.
Savage.
Shot by Savage. In deep, look, and gets the fall. That's going to be big.
That's huge.
25-4.
Changes the complexity of everything.
Yes, it does. So we move to 170 with Mejia and Sturgis.
Mejia.
Sturgis, another guy that was a Sussex Tech a year ago.
Leaving that gym.
Right.
Mejia, 8 season. 2 pretty even ranked wrestlers. One's cracked the rank.
Just got a decision.
Start. And Mejia looks much thicker than Sturgis here. Sturgis might be a bit taller, but just looks interesting for 170. Mejia, sophomore. I think he was their fall guy last year.
Yeah, he got
bumped in and out.
Yeah, he was the guy that had to when they moved Hovington around. Try to trade pins, maybe shave points. And out of bounds, minute 3 on the restart.
Stalling on Sturgis.
Interesting.
If it was college, I'd call it.
Right.
High school, I'm not sure.
And the Knights still have Mike Wright in the hole at the number 1 guy at 195. So I wonder if the
somebody's going to get thrown here. Wow.
I wonder if Coach Parsley leaves Bennett on him to avoid another pin.
I think he might have to, unless he's hoping for pins at 220 and heavy. I think he's going to have to leave Bennett down.
Out of bounds with 36 seconds. This was a match Saturday. Sturgis scored some points late to pull away. It was a pretty close match going into the third period. Five to go here in the first period. Oh, throws him to his back.
And that's it. No.
After the buzzer.
The buzzer sounded first.
Big throw by Mejia. I tell you what, he gets that far, it changes this duel.
Oh, yeah.
And 5-0 lead for Ruff. So we move to the second period. And now Mejia got a little extra life. And we're going to get a caution top this time. One caution each guy. Both coaching staffs, now they're concerned about these cautions. With each guy, early in the match, each guy having one.
Sturgis having a stall call. These are the kind of points that can change things.
And Mejia not able to return him, so wisely cuts him, gives him the escape.
Yeah, you don't want to hang out back there too long
No.
because you'll get hit quick.
Shot by Mejia, but the head's stuck underneath. Works it out. He's in on a double leg, trips him to the mat, gets the takedown. And holding two, I believe. And here come the swipes. Holding three. And they go out of bounds. 10-1 lead for Mejia. And he's starting to gain confidence.
We're in a major decision situation. Sturgis has got to stop the bleeding quick.
10-1 lead for Rafael Mejia. And he's going to put him on his feet. You know what I like about that? The games that should have Mejia. Let him get set.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he's getting a little tired. Make him get up and down a couple times. (10-2). Second period at 170. The Golden Knights way out in front, 25-4. Not sure if Milford has enough in the cavalry. They're going to need a lot of points because Mike Wright's still on the table.
I think they got enough, but they're going to need some help somewhere.
Yeah, they are. And this could be it. Yeah, you go by last Saturday's results, you're figuring this is a win for Sussex Central.
Yeah. I still had it in the toss-up book just watching Mejia wrestle. He's a strong kid. You never want to wrestle a strong kid.
He gets another takedown here.
If I'm in here, I'm cutting. I'm going, not at this point in the period, but I'm going back to our feet, and I'm looking for a tech fall for my team.
He might be looking for a fall. At least burning up some time here.
Yeah.
Under 10 to go here in the period. And if anything else, I don't think Sturgis is tired. I think he's frustrated.
Yeah.
Nothing's working.
I think so as well.
He took a double leg shot. Mejia stuffed it and goes behind. And he's going to take neutral again, just showing the confidence of the sophomore.
Now the interesting part, Coach Parsley telling Mejia to calm down a little bit, see if this bouncing around in the nerves and everything gets to him here in the third period.
Shot by Sturgis in clean on a single leg. Big lat drop.
Wow. And there it is.
And the fall. Oh, my goodness. Rafael Mejia. He turns around a loss on Saturday. He makes it 25-10.
What
wow.
a win.
What a match by Rafael Mejia. Gets decisioned by Sturgis just on Saturday. Comes out here Friday night, throws the big lat drop, gets the pin, and now they're going to set it. Here's another pinner, and Pravensky Augustin.
Pravensky, a senior.
Near side cradle by Bavinsky. No take awarded yet. There's the takedown. And he's looking for the fall in the near side cradle. Milford looking to heat things. Skate for Velasquez.
Whoa, big man. No. You said Augustin being a pinner. If you're Velasquez, you got to try and hold it to a major or a.
Second period underway at 182. 10-1 lead for Pravensky Augustin, the senior, ranked number 5 at 182. Five 16, making a comeback.
Yes, we are.
205. State runner-up left. Barbecue, baby. Trust me, I had way too much this summer.
And they'll make sure you get plenty.
Yes, they will. You know who works out there is Javon Saffold.
Yes, he does.
He's one of their wood splitting guys. Bennett went on the leg, on the edge, and we're going to go out of bounds. Meter here, they were.
Well, and the problem is then you're bumping somebody in at 82,
right.
95.
Right.
20 point.
0-0. Not to take any away from you, Mark.
Oh, I know. I'm messing with you.
When you can throw a guy like Tony Weist and put him in trouble.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, there's the Peterson. And no back.
That's it. Good job by Lasher wrestling through the position.
So he's going to get the lead and cut. And I don't think Bennett's in a position. Oh, we're not going to do that math thing again, are we? That's 4 wins, at least two bonus matches.
Yep. Because you don't want to put big guys in that kind of predicament.
He's got him. Ankle pick coming.
Weight class.
Right. So second period ends. 2-1 lead for Eric Bennett.
And Lasher's looked good thus far.
Yes, yeah. And he's going to go bottom.
And Bennett's cutting right away. We got an even match.
So he gives him the free release. Bennett's been a little sloppy on his feet in this match. Seen him a couple times locked up, dropping to a knee.
Yep.
And he gets ankle pick.
Lasher can try and kick out here.
So 285.
Milford came in tonight. They had never won in this gym. They were looking to change that.
That's right.
Now, does this change your idea on your rankings for next week for D1?
Nah, because you still have Caesar Rodney, 42 to 20 Central. Really no place you can move them. At 2-8. And out of bounds we go.
Both these wrestlers wrestle like a bull in a china shop.
I tell you
Get
what,
out the way.
if you're Carr, you don't want this to be a one-point match because Diaz is the master of winning one-point matches. My goodness. Whether he needs it.
He reminds me of Victor Cruz a couple years ago where you better guarantee it over.
Under a minute to go here. First period at 2:85. The Knights have wrapped up the duel. 37 points on the board. Best Milford can do now is 34. And they go out of bounds.
And this has been a fun match from beginning to end. And we've still got 2 weight classes after this.
2-1 lead for Anthony Diaz. Pummeling in. 15 seconds to go. He was the 220-pound champion at the War on the Shore. Knocked off the wrestler from Mount St. Joe's in the finals.
Second in that.
Going. Good. Both these guys are.
Junior feel like he's. But.
For a couple years. And scores.
It's a lot in card. A
little slide by to a sink.
Trying to give you guys a preview of what's next.
Right. Yeah, would you? $25 seconds to go in the second period. And we talk about team rankings. Obviously, head-to-heads come first. Any kind of ranking, head-to-heads come first.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, Milford still has Kate. They're not wrestling Smyrna this year.
Okay.
So we go to the third period. 5-2 lead for Diaz, and he gives them the free release, makes it 5-3.
And that's the right call from Diaz there, I think. Yeah.
When he has to, a good one coming up.
Us big boys can get around, Benny. We just don't like to show it.
Oh, a little go behind there by Diaz. He's up 7-3 with a minute 11 to go. Looks like Diaz wanted to cut him. And maybe there's an near side cradle here. I don't know. And he gives him the release, 7-4. 50 seconds to go in the match. Over under. And they go out of bounds. 37 seconds on the restart. 7-4 lead for Anthony Diaz.
Carr showing a little fatigue, and that Diaz even bumping up just constantly. Pace.
Diaz bumping up tonight to cover for Jacob Bryant, the senior who dislocated his elbow at the War on the Shore. I saw him here earlier, hoping to get back by the end of the season.
He is. That's awesome.
No breaks, no ligament damage.
Good.
Just he's like really sore right now.
Hate to see injuries to a kid.
And 10 seconds to go. Diaz looking for a near side cradle here. And not going to get it. Time to run out. And that's a win. 9. I mean, that pace has been picked up all night. At 106 pounds for the Milford Buccaneers, number 2 ranked, Corey. And he's up against, I guess you forgot.
No, Diaz. Corey could, and then thing again. picked a pace.
Shot by Messick in deep on the double, drives him to the mat. Takedown.
Messick very big for 106.
Yeah, he is. Gets the boot in on the right side. Only in-state loss this year, Gabe Giampetro from Smyrna. That was at the finals of the Milford Invitational. The thing is, it's when you have to go bottom, you don't want to go bottom on Giampetro. That kid is a tilt machine. Deep half, looking for the fall. Holding two. There's a match for
23 and having 13 on the year. Freshman for the
That's
Milford.
right. 27. Coming into this match. Absolutely. Afternoon match with.
You're wrestling somebody.
Roddy's solid. And
For everybody else.
CR's loss in Division 1 to. They got the 8-point win over Sal's, and they got the 3-point loss to Smyrna, which is good, keeping that.
Yeah.
That stays close. Could be interesting, I guess, Wednesday night when they have to. We're doing it Wednesday night. There. Right. 37-30. And, folks, I'm going to be.
Locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the culinary coast in southern Delaware, and homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Cameron.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware. You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business.
And welcome
in
back.
Delaware.
Welcome back to Sussex Central High School. As the Golden Knights rank number 3 in Division 1, they knock off the number 1 team in Division 2, the Milford Buccaneers. And Mark, do the honors. Who is our hammer of the night?
Our hammer of the night is Hiram Lasher.
Tell me why. Talk about that one.
Picking up a great fall over Eric Bennett, number 4 in the state, bumping up from 195, and he seals the deal for his team with the
Right
fall.
pin at the right time, folks. We're going to be right back. We're going to interview Hiram Lasher after this commercial break.
I'm Sarah, the Director of Events at Baywood Greens. Planning a wedding is an exciting and wonderful time. Let us help you make it great. Our experienced team of hospitality professionals coordinate and execute every detail to provide a stress-free experience so you can focus on the moment. From food to flowers, we prepare everything on site, tailored to your vision. Let Baywood Greens transform your next event to a memorable experience.
And welcome back to Sussex Central High School. And with me, folks, tonight is our Hammer Award winner of the night, Hiram Lasher. Hiram, you're going out there. Your team's dominating all night, and Milford starts to get the guns rolling. And coming down, you got Guy bumping up, but he's just not any guy bumping up. He's the number 4 195-pounder in the state. And, you're tied up, and you did what you had to do. You got the fall. Take me through. Let's start with take me through the fall, getting to the pin.
Well, he went for the ankle pick, and I felt it was the right time. I gave 110%. I just did everything I could to try to get it for my team and everybody here. I just did my best.
Right. He got the early takedown and went up 2-0. You got up right away. Going into that match, you had to know you were the man. Somebody had to pull an upset in the last 5 bouts, and there you are trailing 2-1. But you get to the third period 2-2, and talk about what you talk about the ankle pick, but talk about your mindset at 2-2. Going up with one of the top wrestlers in the state.
I just thought about that my team needs me to do this. It's not just about me, it's about the entire team. That if I didn't do that, then they could come back and win. That if I would have gotten my stuff done, then I hope that's all.
Little up and down season for you this year, but this has to be a huge do you agree? Hammer the pin at the right time.
Ferris Home Improvements. Doors, side. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sussex Central High School, and what a match we had. Coming in, the Sussex Central Golden Knights, ranked number 3 in Division I. They pull the upset here, even though it's a Division II team. That's the 5-time state champs, Milford Buccaneers. They get it done, and they get it done with a huge pin from Hiram Lasher at 220 pounds. The Knights were ahead, easily in control, and then that Milford gun started running, and somebody had to stop the bleeding, and it was Hiram Lasher's night because they knew what they were looking at with Anthony Diaz, Corey Messick, and Jack Tody. So the Knights, big win as they head up to Wilmington tomorrow, 1 o'clock match against Salesianum, and then we'll have the match next week here on 302 Sports when the Sussex Central Golden Knights travel to take on the Smyrna Eagles in a big Henlopen Conference matchup. Sussex Central could get themselves back in the Northern Division race with a win. That would give us a 3-way tie, actually a 2-way tie, with some matches to go with Cesar Rodney still having Cape Henlopen. So from Sussex Central High School, I'm Benny Mitchell. Your final score tonight, the Sussex Central Golden Knights 37, the Milford Buccaneers 30. And we're out, folks. Have a safe weekend and catch some of our other stuff coming up. We got some basketball this weekend upstate. And then, of course, we got the big match Wednesday night with Sussex Central and Smyrna. So, folks, have a good night. I'm signing off for 302 Sports.